Yeah, we got to get this show started, y'all. All right, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Yo, 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 yo. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. We back here with another video. See that thumbs up. Smash the like button, ladies and gentlemen. That junk is free. It ain't going to hurt your feelings. It ain't going to cost you. Smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel. Share this video. Make sure that notification bell on so you know when I'm dropping my video. Shout out to all my new subscribers. Shout out to my day one subscribers. Shout out to my members. Much love to all y'all, man, for supporting the channel. Smash the like button, though. Let's get this copyright out the way because we got to talk about this. Copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here is for educational, entertainment purpose. Again, copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel, on this channel. Everything that I speak on over here is for educational, entertainment purpose. The clips and videos I play are also owned by the original creators. So we got an issue. It's not even an issue. We got Dame Dash responding back to the. Remember when Cameron said on that last response on his show, he responded back to Joe Mo, meaning on Jim Jones, aka Jim Jones. Shout out to you, Jim, man. Shout out to Cam also. But remember the part when Cam actually said that Jimmy had snatched up two of his goons, whatever. They jumped in the car. They went down to go see who the hell they was going to put hands and feet on, allegedly. And then, when they pulled up, according to Cam, it was Dame Dash. Meaning that Jim Jones went to go get two niggas to go jump on Dame Dash. That part. That's what I'm basically going to put hands and feet on them. When they pulled up, they realized it was Dame. The two dudes knew Dame. They ain't nothing go down. According to Cam, though, Cam said that Dame called on Jimmy for a fade. Jimmy denied the fade. Dame said, yo, really? You going to deny the fade? And we're going to talk about this because Dame Dash actually responded back to that allegation. And he's going to speak about it. I was going to do it yesterday, but I said I'm going to wait till the big homie respond to this, meaning Dame Dash. And he actually responded, so we got to get to it. Let's do a little refreshing y'all memory so y'all can catch up to what I'm saying. Let's get to Cameron speaking on the Dame Dash and the Jim Jones situation. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Like one up. Y'all already know the vibes, man.
Like the time you went and grabbed niggas, and I won't say their name, you went and got a couple niggas, and I know these niggas, they my niggas too. You tell them you got a problem, they jump in the car, they don't know who you got a problem with. They get down there as Dame. You bought niggas to jump Dame Dash? Really? Dame Dash, you couldn't fight Dame Dash? Lucky the niggas that you bought was like, oh shit, hold on, I thought we was coming for some real beef. This Dame Dash. But Dame ain't no sucker. Dame was ready to fight all three of y'all. And then when Dame realized other two niggas wasn't doing it, he said, I want to fight you. You said, I don't fight. Dame said, why you got muscles? You said, I got muscles to look good. You know why I know? Because it's on tape. Did I put the tape out? Did I tell niggas, yo, put that tape out? Because Dame was stunned. Dame said, yo, get the fuck off my block. Y'all niggas ain't about to do nothing. Dame was in downtown on Orchard Street acting like he was in Harlem and told niggas, yo, get the fuck off my block. I told niggas, don't put that tape out, man. It ain't worth it. I ain't trying to defend.
Jimmy, Joe Mo. What's going on, Joe Mo? He said he put muscles on so he could look good. Pause. What? Nah, I understand. Nah, but you know, Dame a little old, no smoke. Dame ain't want no fade with Jim. Let me tell y'all something. Dame, around that time, Dame is what, 52 around there right now? I think early 50s. Around that time, Dame had been probably like 50, right? Exactly 50 years old or 49. Dame wanted to put hands and feet on Jimmy. This is about what, 2 years ago, I think. This is about 2 or 3 years, probably about 4 years ago. I don't know, probably 2 years ago. This is around the time when him and Jim had a little altercation going back and forth on the internet. And Jim actually, hold up, before we continue, hold up. Smash that like button. Y'all know, support the channel by smashing the like button. Because I know people watch the video and sometimes they forget to smash the like. Smash the like. It ain't going to hurt or cost you. But according to Dame, though, Dame was like, yo, the two niggas he bunked, I knew them niggas. Them niggas seen me. They like, hold up, you want us to put hands and feet on Dame? Nah, we ain't doing that, Jim. You see, this is the shit I'm talking about with Jomo. You be crying and shit all in your interviews about Cam and all. Yeah, yo, Cam, my man, Cam is wrong for what he did. I put my life on the line for this and tears coming down. But then again, you be doing a lot of slime ball shit. You try to get Dame Dash jumped. How you gonna try to get the big homie, have niggas put hands and feet on him, bro? That's the OG. That's Harlem right there, nigga. That's Harlem before you even enter Harlem. Him and Cam is Harlem, man. That's why Cam laughing. Cam said he got the footage. He got all that shit. Cam said me two of them niggas not even put it out there. Cause that shit probably got you looking bad. Niggas step back, Dan calling you for the fade. You talking about this and that and what? It goes back to the last video. Remember when Cam said when niggas put hands and feet on you or put some type of pressure on you, pause, you want to be best friends and take flicks with these niggas and this, that, and the third. But when Cam do it, there's an issue when he do it. He said, when I don't put hands on feet on you and I'm being genuine about these stories for the last 25 years, you always want to bring old ass stories. I don't bring shit like I never even heard of this situation with him and Dame Dash. That's the shit that's crazy about that. I never even heard that shit even happening. Niggas try to go Jim try to go get some goons, put hands and feet on Dame. Them niggas, they pulled up, they noticed they was Dame Dash, they backed up. Dame called this nigga for a fade. We ain't never hear about this shit. That's the difference. You see with Jim, Jomo, he like to go on the internet and do all that, and we kind of noticed that about him. Talk crazy about this nigga, that nigga. But see, niggas like Cam and Dame, pardon me, they keep shit in the family behind closed doors. They don't put it out there on the internet. It's nasty work. Let's get to Dame Dash, though. Now, this is Dame Dash responding to them allegations that happened with him and Jimmy. Peep this out. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Big Head Gary, too. He's another OG nigga with Dame. Him and Dame, they like best friends. They both from Harlem. Peep this out, though. Listen what Dame got to say. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel.
About it on the show. I didn't come. I let them talk about it. And they can't believe that. They said, like, first of all, you the OG. He should talk it out with you. Or if it comes down to what you didn't want to do, let's shoot a fair one. All this jumping is ridiculous, man.
Yeah. Well, for me, families fight, and that was family business. And, let's say I don't have so much respect for the person. I still have respect for the Harlem brotherhood, the brotherhood of Harlem, and, I just feel like certain things, number one, are embarrassing if people that you feel you've raised and helped could disrespect you in a certain way. But, it ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? So generally speaking, our rule of thumb is we have problems. Everybody does. It's human. But you deal with them internally. You keep it amongst the family. And years before, I had conversations with the younger generation, Cam and them, and was like, no matter what, regardless of what, we have to always have a united front, and if there's problems, we need to talk it out privately. This is something that's hard for me.
My fault.
I just sit this one out, but it's more embarrassing than anything,
Oh, he ain't done. That's just the beginning. He gonna get to the Jimmy part. He's basically talking about, smash the like button if you haven't. Do me that favor. He's basically talking about the Jim Jones and the Cameron situation, the Harlem United. See, you got to understand, Dame is really a Harlem nigga. Let's get to that part. Yeah, he's really a Harlem nigga. We all know that. So when he see this, Harlem is a little different. They keep shit among his crew. They keep shit indoors. They don't break shit out in the internet and the public for everybody to goddamn know how Jimmy be doing shit and how. Let me tell you something. The legacy that these niggas built with the Dipset, that shit is destroyed now for the last 3 days with this back and forth between him and Jimmy, Cameron and Jim. all these backstories going on between these two. I mean, they done built a legacy. They had to build. I mean, listen, because we can't deny Jimmy wasn't there during the Dipset era. Of course he was there. We ain't gonna deny that. But like Dame said, you keep shit indoor. You don't go out and do interviews. Yeah, you know, F Cam, yo, word up. Cam soft, this and that, and that's just then Cam come back, nigga. You ain't from Harlem. You from the Bronx, nigga. This, that, and the third. You wasn't there. You came later on when we was already popping, nigga. And that's like this, yo, y'all destroying each other with this legacy, man, with the Dipset legacy, man. I'm being honest. But like Dame said, you step back. You let the brothers handle that. That's them two niggas. Just make sure there ain't no, and I mean, ain't no shots getting fired between them two niggas. That's when the big homie Dame step in. But them niggas gotta settle that. They have to, bro. Let's continue with Dame Dash though, cause he ain't done. He about to talk about Jomo now. Because like he said, how you beefing with a nigga that you look up to since you was 8 years old, nigga? Meaning Jimmy. Dame is an OG in the hood, man. I know y'all niggas. Used to visit your grandma house and all that shit. Meaning that Jimmy was a visitor coming to Harlem, visiting his grandmother in the East Side and all that shit. Let's continue, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to Dame Dash, man. Salute, OG.
You was gonna fight 3 people there?
I mean, you know, it wasn't like it just was, you know, it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. You want to get too deep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the one thing that, you know, a lot of times when you're around certain people, they spend a lot of time telling you superhero tough stories about themselves. I did this, I did that, and it sounds unbelievable. And, you know, it's like, how tough can you be with somebody you knew since you was 8?
I just had to pause that. We about to go back. You talking about Jomo. Yo, I did this. How tough can you be, nigga? Since you was 8, 9 years old. You used to come to Harlem, nigga. You seen me and my niggas out there, nigga. Me and Dame Dash. You seen him and his OGs out there. Them. I mean, come on, man. Willie Burger days, nigga. What we talking about here? Jimmy was a visitor. He used to come to Harlem to visit his grandmother. Then when he got a little older, that's when he stood, stomp his ground in Harlem. That's the way it's looking like with this story. You used to come to Harlem as a visitor when you was a kid. But then when you got about, I want to say what, 13, 14, about 14, let's say 14. That's when you actually stood in Harlem after that. Stood at your grandma's house, may her rest in peace, Jim. And that's when, I mean, the rest is history. But it sounded like you was a little visitor, though. It sounded like you used to come to Harlem a lot and you seen a lot of the Dame Dash and all that back. Yeah. Let's continue, man. Shout out to Dave, boy. Shout out to the OG.
You was gonna fight 3 people there?
I mean, you know, it wasn't like it just was, you know, it is what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know. You want to get too deep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the one thing that, you know, a lot of times when you're around certain people, they spend a lot of time telling you superhero tough stories about themselves. I did this, I did that, and it sounds unbelievable. And, you know, it's like, how tough can you be with somebody you knew since you was 8? It was, in that moment, to me, it ain't no props in getting that Jomo. You know what I'm saying? Or it would be like if I had to fight him and beat him, or he beat me, whatever. The fact that we even fought is so anti-Harlem and against everything that it wasn't something that I was like, oh, that's some fly shit that I fronted on him and his crew and all that. Nah, I thought the whole thing, it wasn't anything that made me happy. It wasn't like, I never looked at him as a op. I never looked at him as somebody that I would want to really hurt. I know his family. You know what I mean? So it was more like shock. But it's like I said, that type of thing, it's the wrong example. We supposed to be leaders, you know.
Exactly. supposed to be leaders, like Dame said. So when you running up on an OG like that, trying to put hands on feet on him allegedly, but according to Dame, he's looking like, yo, how you gonna be playing this super tough guy shit? When nigga, I've known you since you was like 9 years old, nigga, 8 years old. And I know Dame want to say, nigga, you was a visitor. That's how I know some of your little family members and all that. You was a visitor in Harlem. I know for a fact Dame want to talk more, but Dame is Dame is too old for that. He like, man, listen. Know what I mean? The nigga been in Harlem long enough, nigga, he claim Harlem. That's how Dame looking at it. But for you to do some shit like that, that's bugged out to me, Jim. I'm being honest, because we never hear about you doing that shit to none of your ops. We ain't hear you doing that shit to True Life. We ain't hear you do that shit to Mano. We ain't hear you do that shit to who else? Them Junior Mafia niggas. Who else? Who else I'm missing? There's a couple other niggas. It was a couple other niggas this nigga was beefing with, bro. Certain members of G ain't like you. Know what I mean? Especially True Life. Let's get to that part. True Max B, when you and Max was beefing at the time, you wasn't running down on Max like that. But you gonna run down on Dame Dash, oh hey, OG. He looking at you like, nigga, let's shoot the fade, nigga. Let's continue. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel.
I know when I was young, I laughed at old niggas for doing things that I felt they were too old to be doing.
You was gonna fight 3 people there?
I know when I was young, I laughed at old niggas for doing things that I felt they were too old to be doing. So I don't ever want to be 54, talking tough, or 53, fighting niggas, you know, projecting the wrong example, because that's going to make it all right for them to do it, the younger generation. And I'm even thinking to myself, are they even fighting because me and homie, you know, ain't work shit out? Like, because I'm sure if I could have squashed that, they could have squashed whatever. But some things, it's not about squashing. It's like, yo, we brothers. You choose one path, I choose another. Stay over there. Don't mess my money up. Nobody got to know. You know, that's why when, you know, Biggs and homie wasn't talking, that for 2 years, y'all didn't know.
I ain't noticed it.
I didn't even know they wasn't speaking.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. You ain't telling me.
We don't, you know, we wasn't, because to me, men should be able to work things out verbally. And again, in Harlem, if you snap on a nigga to the extent he feel he got a swing on you, the guy that swung lost.
Yep. You got me to take jokes.
It's like, oh, he bugged you. He got you so mad that you out of pocket.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeah, it just was, it wasn't a glorious thing.
All right, well, let's.
Hold up, y'all, man. Wasn't a glorious day, boy. I'm telling you. That's exactly what I'll be saying. That's Dame's response, though. Dame really ain't go too much on him. Pause. Dame basically said, yeah, I mean, I called him out, whatever, but, you know, it is what it is. I don't want to, know what I mean? How you going to play this tough guy role, though, but then you don't play the tough guy role when I call you out for the fade after you try to run down with 2 other niggas. And then when the 2 niggas run down with you in the car and they see who I am, they're like, no, that's Dame, nigga. They ain't do nothing. They fell back. They ain't called you out. You ain't want the fade. They ain't say why you got muscles for. You say you do it for the pictures. Me and Jomo. And Cam saying he got this shit on record. He got the video. I mean, he got it on video. Let's go back to Cam if y'all think I'm lying.
Like the time you went and grabbed niggas, and I won't say their name, you went and got a couple niggas, and I know these niggas, they my niggas too. You tell them you got a problem, they jump in the car, they don't know who you got a problem with. They get down there as Dame. You bought niggas to jump Dame Dash? Really? Dame Dash, you couldn't fight Dame Dash? Lucky the niggas that you bought was like, oh shit, hold on, I thought we was coming for some real beef. This Dame Dash. But Dame ain't no sucker. Dame was ready to fight all 3 of y'all. And then when Dame realized the other 2 niggas wasn't doing it, he said, I want to fight you. You said, I don't fight. Dame said, why you got muscles? You said, I got muscles to look good. You know why I know? Because it's on tape. Did I put the tape out? Did I tell niggas, yo, put that tape out? Because Dame was stunned. Dame said, yo, get the fuck off my block. Y'all niggas ain't about to do nothing. Dame was in downtown on Orchard Street acting like he was in Harlem and told niggas, yo, get the fuck off my block. I told niggas, don't put that tape out, man. It ain't worth it. I ain't trying to defend.
That nigga said, I got muscles because it made me look good, nigga. I want to look good in the pictures and all. Yo, Jomo, you crazy, man. You shot out, man. To have some niggas, some hood niggas that try to jump on Dame Dash, put hands on feet on him, man. That's that nigga. Jay-Z didn't even do that shit to his homie, man. And them niggas going back and forth on some serious money shit right now. You don't see Jason and them Brooklyn niggas hopping out on Dame. I'm pretty much sure Jay could have been did some shit like that if he wanted to. With the money that Jay playing with, pause. Could have been sent some goons at Dame or something. I mean, shut him up and all that. But that's his man. He realized, yo, I mean, without him, I wouldn't have got Rockefeller, even though me and him in good terms. And I'm on my slime ball shit, meaning Jay-Z. But hey, it is what it is. That's Jay path for the way he wanted it. And this is this is Dame path. Shout out to the big homie, because I rock with Dame, man. Dame a solid nigga. Dame made mistakes too. Don't get it twisted. But you know what I mean? You ain't got to send goons at another Harlem nigga. Then when they pull up and they realize it's Dame Dash, nigga, you the one looking like a fool. Sitting there with muscles on and shit. Dame like, yeah, what's up? I want to fight you now. You talking about, man, come on, man. Let's cut it out, man. Yo, Jomo, man, it's a bad look for you. But remember these days? Remember back in the days, though? Remember this look right here where I'm about to play? Now, this is the old Dipset, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man.
Man, it just seemed like to me I'm feeling heat around the whole diplomats. It's like in the streets is on lock with that, and I'm just keeping it real. No gassing, you know. There's no need for me to gas nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I feel,
at the end of the day, we respect you, and you a legend now.
And it's a pleasure to be here, man. Because see, the way I look at it is when I'm watching y'all, I'm saying to myself, damn, this Harlem thing just won't stop.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's never gonna stop.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the whole family. This is like real. I mean, look at that. I mean, just on the real, you know, just let's take a little quick commercial. Just look at the jewels, B. The jewels is unique.
Time coming.
Man, that's the old dip, man. That's the set, man. Y'all niggas, oh man, bro. These last 3-4 days, man, y'all made that legacy look like that shit don't even exist no more. With the back and forth, Jim and Cop, with Capo and Cam going back and forth. Y'all, these last 3 days, man, y'all made that legacy right there look like it was a waste of time, bro. Because y'all two, I mean, there's plenty of photos with y'all two, man. I mean, y'all shining. There's plenty of photos with just y'all two. Now, we Xing Mace out. Mace done left. He ain't in the group. He ain't even around no more. That part. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm only talking about Jimmy and Cam. Mace took off. He left. He did what he did after that, whatever altercation. He left hip-hop, all that. But there's photos and pictures, Cam, meaning Killer, meaning Flea. There's pictures of you and Jim, man. Y'all niggas grinded from the, y'all niggas ain't had no jewels on, big clothes on. I mean, look, a little bit of drip, not too much crazy, but look like y'all niggas still was trapping. Look like y'all was grinding to get that dip set up. From the pictures, all that. Pictures don't lie, chat. Y'all got pictures when y'all niggas was really struggling, nigga. And to the time y'all started shining, nigga. That's why I said I can't take that part away with Jim being in the Dipset era. He might have not started Dipset like Cam said, but nigga, he was there, nigga. He helped you grind that shit up to build a legacy and make sure he carried that flag with him. Meaning the set. Can't take that away from Jim. You just can't, man. But I'm not gonna lie. This nigga Cam been screaming this shit out for years. He been saying he ain't rocking with Capo for years. He been saying the reason why, because the niggas went on stage with Cam. That's the main excuse he been using on Capo for years. Even with the Angie Martinez interview he did back in the day, which we about to get to. Because I'm going to remind y'all people, this last little viral situation that's going on between them two, and Cam talking the way he's talking towards Jimmy, he been talking like that 10, 12, 15 years ago. when Jimmy then there 20 when he first stopped rocking with Jim and he went on Angie Martinez, which we about to get to, he been screaming this shit out. It just went more viral now, and it's because of the internet and because of the platform that him and Mace got now. They got their own platform. They got millions of people watching this shit. So it hit a little different now than it hit than back then when he spoke about this shit years ago. How disloyal Jimmy was and this, that, and the third. And he's not from Harlem. He's been saying he's not from Harlem years ago. Let's get to the clip since y'all think I'm bluffing them or y'all think I'm lying. Because Flea been saying this shit for years, man. That's why I said, man, I don't know if this shit is a little stump between them two. Hey, a little stump between them two for you know what I mean, music to go viral and they show to go viral. I don't know, but I know for a fact Flea been saying the same shit damn near 15 years ago, 10 years ago. Let's get to it though. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Shout out to Angie Martinez too, man. Let me pause it again. Now see, this is sick. Flea never changed his story. He said the same shit now. I done did videos of this shit. He said the same shit now. Yo, he came around when shit just started popping. He's not really, I ain't grow up with him. He came around when shit started popping. That's what he keeps saying. He said that shit 15 years ago, 10 years ago when he did the Angie Martinez show. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Back to Flea, man. Oh, we ain't done. Like I said, you see the difference. Flea got weight on them, little chubby, all that. You see, yeah, that's a throwback interview. Way back when Angie first joined the show over there in that radio show. He been saying the same story for years. I ain't grow up with him. We music friends. Basically, and it's crazy because you would think a nigga like Jim's career would have been gone. Think about that. Just think what I'm saying. Let me put myself in Jim's shoes right quick. You put your heart, sweat, and tears for this shit, for Cam. Okay, you joined, you was a fan of Cam. A lot of people was a fan of Cam and Mason McGruff and Big L at the time because they was all on the mixtapes. If y'all know, y'all know. If y'all was there, y'all was there. If y'all was outside, y'all was outside. Y'all will understand what the hell I'm talking about. But for the people that don't know what I'm talking about, no disrespect to y'all. Just go do y'all research, Google it. Y'all will see. That's why Cam broke it down on his Monday show. They was already hot. This is 95, 96 now. This is a young Cam, young Mace. These niggas was on freestyle. They was on mixtapes. These niggas had Harlem on fire. I remember. I was playing their music on my little Sony music on radios and shit back in the days when we used to carry radios outside. I was a youngster at the time, going to school, playing this shit. So I know what era he talking about. I didn't hear Jim until later on, too. 99, 2000. That's when you start hearing about Jim Jones, about 2000 around there. Start seeing him in the videos in 99, 98. You know what I mean? You seen him, but you ain't know who the hell he was, though. This nigga been saying the same goddamn story damn near 15 years ago. Gotta give Jimmy his props, though. Because a nigga that put his blood, sweat, and tears to that shit to make it a legacy the way it is now, that label, the set, the flag, the bird, the logo, and the way Cam was been talking about you since 15 years ago, you would have think that a nigga career would have flew into the dust. He wouldn't even exist no more. You would think that a nigga be like, you know what, man, F Cam, man. This nigga over here playing me out, man. You would have think Jim would have left that shit a long time ago. He wouldn't have been claiming Dipset. But for him to still claim Dipset 2025, because like I tell people, he got some type of percentage with the Dipset shit, with the paperwork on that part. There's no way in the world you're still gonna be repping that logo and the head boss, the head Don, meaning Cam, was over here just talking crazy about you, and you still running around with the Dipset logo. That's just, it's impossible. That's how I know Jim still got some type of percentage with that Dipset shit. But F that, for a nigga to be playing you for years, since 15 years ago, and you still running around repping this Dipset shit, it's crazy to me. That's how much loyal that nigga is. At the end of the day, he still got to get his money. I understand that, but Jim Jones still gonna get money without the Dipset logo. That's how much of a name he been having. That part. So you got to understand where Jim coming from also. For a nigga be playing you, always putting you down. I mean, you made one little mistake, whatever, and this nigga just been killing you, saying you ain't from Harlem and this, that, and the third. I ain't grow up with this nigga, and you put all this sweat, blood, and tears for this shit. That's why that nigga be sharing tears on them interviews on the Funk Flex show when Jim was crying. That shit hit him in the heart for a nigga to say that. It hit different for a nigga that you looked up to too, because Jim always said it. That's the big homie. That's my man right there. That's big bro. He was a fan of Cam. Remember that. He ain't grow up with Cam. He ain't grow up with Cam. He came a little later. But for a nigga to crush your character and crush everything you did for the set, that shit will hurt your heart. I don't care what nobody say. That shit will make you want to shoot a fade, all types of shit with that nigga. Go to war, everything. But he know that's Flea. And he know Flea is Harlem. That part. So, but Jimmy's hurt, man. He hurt behind that shit. He is. He been hurt behind that shit. And he look at how him and Mace connect and making millions now. That shit crushing Jimmy, man. For all the blood, sweat, and tears he did for that shit, the Dipset, that shit will crush anybody. I don't care who you is, man. You'll feel some type of way. Man, I don't care who you are, nigga. You're gonna feel some type of way if your man over here crushing you. Pause. Killing your character, saying you ain't from Harlem, saying all types of shit, and you built a legacy, you built a label, Dipset. And I ain't gonna lie, Jim he dropped more music. And I ain't gonna say more music, but more better music. Consistent, always repping Dipset. Gotta get that man that credit on that, meaning Jimmy. Oh, he always got some hot shit, always dropping some hot shit, man. Let's continue though, because Flea ain't done. He been talking about this shit 15 years ago, like I said. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and light one up. Y'all already know the vibes, and share this video. You know when I see that clip, you know what it tells me? It tells me like Jim probably start, when Jim popped off, Jim started feeling himself. You gotta understand that. He was a hype man. Then became a rapper, took off, went platinum with balling. That'll get any nigga ahead, going crazy. And you dealing with Mills now. You was just a hype man, nigga. And you took off. So for Jim to be acting like that towards Cam since back then, when this beef allegedly first started between them, Jim always felt Cam ain't never had his back. Y'all don't get that vibe? Remember when Jim did interview, yo, this nigga never came to my shows. Remember when Cam spoke about that? This nigga said I never come to his shows. I never did a pop-up. Jim always felt like Cam, the way Jim had Cam back, held him down, make sure everything good and this and that. And if you hear Jim interview, he's basically explaining when he started popping it, not saying when he was broke, when he was a hype man, when he popped off as a rapper, became Jim Jones. He started feeling like Cam wasn't effing with him, like Cam had a little jealousy. According to Jim, this is according to Jim Jones, what he said. He said, man, he always felt like, yo, this nigga never came to my shows, never had my back, never did. Like, he never felt like Cam never held him down. Like the way he hold Cam down. That's where all this shit comes to, man. I don't know if Cam was jealous with his success. I don't know if because of who Jim Jones ended up being with, Chrissy, his wife. Shout out to Chrissy. She's a real Harlem chick. Maybe it's because of that. Maybe, never know. Cam might have tried to holler at Chris, and Chris ended up choosing Jim the hype man. That should have crushed that nigga too. Y'all gotta remember who Chrissy is. Now, everything I'm speaking on is alleged. I don't know this. I'm just be trying to sit back I try to sit back and picture this shit a little bit. Because it just doesn't make no sense. Sometimes females could get across, could get between brothers. It happens. It happens sometimes. Chrissy, once upon a time, was that bad chick in Harlem. Now, we going way back. She know Cam. She know Jim. I'm only saying this. Maybe this is one of the reasons why their friendship broke up also. Jimmy ended up wifing her up, doing all that shit. Maybe, long story short, maybe Cam tried to holler at her. She curved Cam. Jim end up bagging her up as a hype man, end up being a rapper. Cam looking at her like, yo, do you choose that nigga? Like, no disrespect, but that's my. Maybe Cam felt some type of way after that. Remember, Flea started saying he made the t-shirts and Jimmy tricking with Chrissy. Remember, he said all that shit before in his old live when he was talking about the Jim Jones beef again. He was saying about the t-shirt shit he made and all that. Maybe it was a little jealousy with that situation also because Chrissy chose the hype man instead of the head rapper, meaning Cameron. Never know. You never know. Then that shit continues. All of a sudden, Jimmy felt like Cam ain't never holding him down. Felt like Cam ain't there for him the way Jim is there for Cam. This is the way Jim been feeling. I just added that Chrissy shit. You never know. Know what I mean? Cam once upon a time probably tried to bag Chrissy. Chrissy curved him, and next thing you know, a couple of years later, Jim bagged her, and he looking like, what? Like, that's crazy. Sometimes that shit happen. Remember, according to Cam, he didn't grow up with Jim. So it hit a little different. Pause. If you see your hype man bagging up a chick that you actually want from Harlem, or Cam probably did have Chrissy, we don't know. And Jimmy ain't his man according to Cam. I didn't grow up with Jim. He came later on. So he ain't gonna feel no type of way how he would feel if Mason was in that situation with Jim. You get what I'm trying to say here? He'll feel more of a, I don't want to say hate, but like that nigga, you choose him and I try to bag you up because he didn't grow up with Jim. It could be anything, man. It could be a female. It could be success because Jim made a success in hip hop and Karen got a little. Because I just don't understand why they beef is still continue the way it is. Let's get to this last clip though, with him still talking about this Joe Mo between him and Jimmy, aka Joe Mo, man. Shout out to Jim, shout out to Cam, man. Shout out to Chrissy too. Word.
I really.
Let me pause it there. Then I just said that 10 goddamn minutes ago. I said Jim always go to public with his shit. Always. Cam never went to public internet, all that shit. He never did no shit like that when him and Jim was beefing. He always kept it behind closed doors. Even when Cam left hip hop, went to Florida. Jim was like, yo, Cam ran and this and that. He down in Florida. Remember them interviews? That's why I said Jim did a lot of slime ball shit also. I don't know why. But Cam said enough was enough. This is old now. This is back then. Let's go back. And Angie asking him why they can't piece it up, how him and Dame Dash piece it up. He's saying, hell no. Nah, but they did piece it up smoke a couple years later after that interview. They did business together. Couple little shows and all that business, but you never seen Flea and Capo all kumbaya every day. Like, you never, nah, it was just business, money. They'll pop up together in the money, that's it, and then they go their separate ways. That's all you seen after this interview also. The Versus 2020, they ain't do no shows after the Versus. They ain't do no road, they ain't do nothing. Let me get that out of there, Paul. Well, shout out to Doggy Diamonds. I had that shit playing in the back. I don't want to get copyrighted now. Feel me? Shout out to Doggy. Copyright, I mean, you know how that shit play. But anyway, fair use disclaimer is definitely in my description. But you never seen that shit go out in public between Cam and Jim. Never. It was always Jim doing that shit. Let's go back. Now, remind y'all, this is like 12, 15, goddamn 10 years ago right here when Cam was speaking about this. Same story like he's talking about now.
But we'll get.
Petty shit. That's what I'm going to say, petty. That, like, it comes, that's what makes me think that, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel before I get out of here. You heard that petty shit Cam said back then? Why he ain't talking to Jim? Like, they both like some emotional niggas, that part. Let's get there. Let's get to that part. It seemed like I'm telling you, for some strange reason, Jim never became a rapper and stood his position as a hype man. I feel like Cam and Jim would have never had these kind of altercations with each other, to be honest. I'm just getting that strange reason because, oh, y'all blocked them and this and that. And, like, Cam do a lot of bullshit, too. A lot of girl shit. I'm going to say it that way. A lot of female tendons. blocking niggas, this and that, and I mean, it's just a lot of, and it be over some BS. That's why Angie looking like, yo, that over. You, if you peep that interview and you go back and watch that whole interview, Angie looking at him like, over that? That's how all of us feel. We feel the same way. Like the reason why y'all niggas is beefing is most pettiest shit that we seen. Y'all niggas never got on the track and diss each other specifically. Never said each other names on a diss track. None of that shit. But of Mace and Cam, they said a lot of diss shit. Diss each other's sisters, all types of shit. Talked crazy about each other. Meeting Cam and Mace. And now y'all making millions together. Understandable. But according to you, that's your man. You grew up with Mace. Jim ain't your man. So that's what makes me feel if Jim would have never became a rapper and got a success that he did, would Jim still be your man? If he was still playing his position as a hype man and all that shit, he'll still be your homie? Because I'm starting to get that feeling just a little bit, Cam. I'm being honest. And I ain't taking nobody's sides because I rock with both of y'all. I wish y'all niggas could get this shit and stop this shit, to be honest. Y'all should have pieced this shit up there 20 years ago. But I'm starting to feel that way. Jim Jones took off. Got a lot of bright lights in. I mean, Jim took off, man. Jim got his name in the industry very fast as a rapper. And he was at once upon a time was a lot of spotlight and the glamorous, all that was on Jim. Especially when Cam left hip hop for a couple of years. Jim was running around repping this shit. So going back to what I was saying, if he didn't have that type of success, glamorous life, spotlight, living his life and all that as a rapper like you always been, if he just played his position as a hype man, will that still be your bros to this day? Would you act the way you acting? Will y'all even be beefing? Because that's the way I'm starting to feel the way Jim explained it. Jim is like, yo, I'm telling you, this shit started happening when I popped off. When I was Cam hype man, nigga, none of this shit was going on. Once I started learning how to put them bars together and put a business together and all this, according to Jim, like the friendship started changing. Nah, but Jim started getting greedy, though, smoke. Jim started acting crazy. This is what I gotta hear in the comments sometimes. Yo, let me tell y'all something. Jim ain't do nothing wrong. Jim had to do Jim. Jim had to become a rapper. You don't want to be a hype man all your goddamn life if the dawn ain't feeding you right to stay in that same position. Then you and Mace taught me how to rap, nigga. So I took that and I became a platinum artist. We're balling. Like Jim said in the new Lil Diss song. Okay, y'all taught me how to rap, nigga, but this rapper became a platinum artist. I don't see what's the problem there. Both of y'all got egos. Both of y'all be emotional. Both of y'all act the effing same. Both of y'all act the same, bro. It's just Cam act a little laid back, like, cause you ain't from Harlem, this and that. But Cam, you do little girl tendencies too. Blocking, nigga, do this, all this little. You like go back to the Angie Martinez show, champ. I mean, you heard yourself right there. That shit sound petty as hell. And you on live radio talking about some shit like that. This is a nigga that helped you build the goddamn label, nigga. Crazy. And Jim wrong too for going to public talking crazy about Flea. They both wrong. That's why I say they both the same. Y'all niggas y'all niggas need to get in the table, man. Get this money together, man. Y'all niggas is too old. If you and Mace could piece it up, man, you and Jim could do the same shit, bro. And Jim, you trying to put hands and feet on Dame Dash, you wrong for that shit too. That's the OG. Then he called you out. You ain't want to fade with the nigga. Understandable. Probably didn't want to fight him. But you brought niggas to put hands and feet on them, though. It's the same shit. I don't know, Jomo. I don't know, Jim. I don't know, Flea. Y'all niggas need to cut this shit out, Flea, man, for real. Because Flea been talking like this for years. That nigga ain't got no type of love for Jim the way he been talking like this, man. I'm keeping real with y'all. Every time we see these niggas together, it's just business. That's all it is, business. Just Dipset business. I'm out of here, gang. Y'all already know what to do. Comment below. Give me y'all smoke. Give me y'all opinion. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all share this video. Keep that notification bell on so you know when I'm dropping my video. It's your boy Smoke News TV, man. Salute, gang. I'm out of here.